What's up, everybody? Welcome to Truth Unplugged. I'm one of your hosts. My name is Aaron, and I'm also sitting here with my two co-hosts today.
How's it going, guys? I'm one of your other co-hosts. I'm Dylan, and the guy sitting right here in the middle between us,
Grandpa.
My name
Grandpa
is
Craig.
What's poppin'?
Mr. Craig, the man. So welcome to the new episode for this week. We are going to cover a pretty good topic.
Something that we kind of felt like we probably should go ahead and get out of the way.
Let's just knock it out. Yeah, let's just put it in the past. That way we have the conversation over, and
I think it's a good conversation.
Absolutely.
Yep.
So did we really land on the moon, or was it a setup?
We done. No, we
See, y'all
didn't.
think some movie set in Arizona, like in the desert.
Well, I have some facts behind that, but yeah,
All
something like that. I don't think it was in Arizona or in the desert, but
Was it on a movie set?
I believe so. Yes.
They definitely had the technology in Hollywood at that time to pull something like that off.
Yeah, there was a movie that was created in 1968 or 69. It's called 2001. That's the proof enough.
It's like
What was the?
They had the technology to create that movie to show
so. What do you
space
think?
and moon landing and stuff.
What do you? Okay. So you believe, or you think that the government wasted all this money and time, driving people around, building NASA, building rocket ships. We did all that for just a show.
Yeah.
Why would we do that?
Well, without taking the conversation into a religious point of view
Oh, Lord.
and keeping that out of this episode.
Yeah, which is probably a good idea.
My personal opinion.
From what I'm understanding, it's a really good idea.
My personal opinion, I think it's all because of deception. I think it's just, they're trying to deceive everyone, and they have to stick to that plan. And NASA and going to space is part of that plan.
Well, another point of view that has come up to me that when I've been researching about the moon landing is the whole point of the 1969 moon landing was it was a space race with the USSR, which was Russia.
Yeah, because it was during the Cold War.
Yeah. So, that was a whole race to get there first. Right. So, with that being said, I get what you're meaning, like they wasted all that money and stuff, but it might have truly not been to deceive all of us. It might have been
them.
It might have been to fool the USSR.
Well, do you know who the first people was to go to space with space with a satellite?
Who? USSR?
Yeah.
Okay.
And they also was the first person to put an animal and a human being in space on rotation.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought we won that space race.
You wouldn't guess what the first creature, whatever you want to call it, from planet Earth.
But if that's the case, then why
space.
why is the whole story backwards? Why didn't they tell it the right way?
No, they just sent this animal up to see if they could live or we could live and then come back. But they didn't have the technology. Well, look at our modern day space shuttles, right?
Yeah.
And then they copied and infringed on our rights. You know what I mean? It's in the sense that they stole our technology and then they did it. But they couldn't even do they didn't even have a program. They couldn't even launch, into space for the X amount of times. They're actually sitting in a building right now.
I really thought that I thought that we won that race, though. I thought that we got to space first.
No.
Did we not?
Well, you think, Craig, in 1969, 68, whenever they went to the moon, you think they actually, as Dylan would say, put two cowboys in a tin can and strapped a bottle rocket through them and sent them
Shot
up.
them some guns off and said, we'll see you here
and
in a
you
little
think
bit.
they physically actually stepped foot
I'm pretty sure.
on the moon?
Yes, absolutely.
I just don't see it. There's a lot of theories out there that
I'll tell you another one. I looked up.
There you go. Sputnik.
Everything like it. Okay, so the USSR.
It was a
made
dog
first.
they sent up.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it was a dog they sent up.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
Wow.
I
didn't
ain't
know.
really sure why they picked a dog, but we went with the
Oh,
8.
okay.
Yeah.
So I get what you're saying. We were the first people to send a human being to space or
No.
on the moon, to send a human being to the moon.
Correct.
Okay. See, that's what I was
Yeah.
talking about. You were
Yeah.
talking about the animal that they
Yeah.
sent.
They beat us.
Okay.
They beat us into orbit,
Okay. I got you.
and basically you just go around. I know y'all don't remember the '60s, but pretty good time.
I wasn't even thought of in the 60s.
You
But
was.
You was born. You was smoking cigarettes on planes in the 60s.
How old was you, Craig?
He was
In the
about 50.
60s.
He was about 50
In '69,
years
I
old.
wasn't. In '69, I wasn't even born.
He was 9 years
I
old.
would tell you. I would tell you the year I was born, but I don't want to.
Oh, God, he was swimming.
I was the fastest swimmer. But yeah, I do believe it. There's no way you would take that time, energy, and do that. Like Goodyear had to make a tire specifically for space for the rover that they come up with, and it was some kind of, I can't remember. They collided with like different companies because anybody that was like our main friends in the world would collide and do technology. So it wasn't just all of us, but it wasn't just America. It was a collaborative group.
Yeah, I got you.
Right.
And like I said a while ago, that's just like another way of looking at it. Is maybe they didn't, if you do think that there's a chance that they did fake
Well,
it,
why do you feel
it could
so
have been
passionate
to
they did?
deceive. It could have been able
So,
to deceive.
Let me get this straight.
Soviet
Craig, you
Union.
think they did make it and they landed on the moon? Dylan, what do you think?
No, I don't think.
I don't think
know.
that. I don't think that they. Made
You
it.
know they made it to the moon.
Yeah.
What do you think?
There's no proof. There's no proof backing that up. I don't think that they made it.
You don't think? I agree. I don't think they made it either. But
There's more
what's the
proof.
physical proof though that they did make it to the moon?
Just everything they've told us. That's it. None of us have any physical proof.
like moon rocks or
But
Well,
it's funny you
Neil
say that.
Armstrong, yeah, he
The
actually
space
Neil
capsules that
Armstrong-
come back and fell
he
in
took
the
a
ocean.
personally-
moon rock.
Yeah,
He put it-
Neil
he-
Armstrong took a moon rock
and put one in his pocket.
Yeah.
But after they did research and put that under a microscope, it come back to be
it
like
had particles of wood on it, Craig.
particles of
The moon
wood.
rock. He brought it back to the grand. What's the person of the Netherlands? The Grand Minister of
I'm
the
not sure. I'm
Netherlands.
not sure of the
Man,
name.
During that
Defense
time,
or something.
yeah, it was like the Grand Minister of the Netherlands, and they found out that it had particles of wood on it. Well, there ain't no trees on the moon, Craig.
I don't really believe that at all, neither. I don't know where you.
There's
I think
evidence
you
of it.
I think you Google conspiracy theories about the moon landing. I think that's how you start out.
What would make you think
Look, all right, so some of the base conspiracies about the moon landing. You got the flag waving.
The flag didn't wave.
Craig,
But
if you
in
look
the
that up,
video,
though, it
there's-
says there's a pole like this and a pole like this.
Yeah, so there's a
That
pole
would not
directly
make
across
that.
the top.
That would not make that flag ripple. It wouldn't do it.
But there's so many like conspiracies of different shiny objects or
Oh,
the
my-
light.
Bottle cap.
All
The
right, so-
letters on the rocks.
So how-
there was a picture of
how
of
does
the letter
it-
C on a rock, which is exactly what they do in movie sets for props.
Put the letter C on a rock.
Yeah,
That's what
they
they
had
do.
a letter C on.
How
the
was
rock
it so
in
lit up?
They ever
That's
put a
my
B?
question.
Footage.
How is it
Did
so
they ever
lit
put a
up?
B?
I don't know.
How was the famous picture, them on the moon? How was it so lit up? There's no lights out there. I mean, of course, it's dark in
And
space.
everybody knows that you have to have light, especially close light, for shadows.
Well,
So-
not only that, but they have.
Are you
They
under?
shouldn't
Are you
have-
under moonlight right now?
They shouldn't have that much.
You're not.
No.
You're not under moonlight right now.
Oh, I mean, maybe.
But I'm
in a
saying
building-
in the
I'm a
picture or
building
in the
right
videos,
now.
they're illuminated.
Okay.
They are specifically.
So you have.
Let's
I
hear
love
it,
the
Craig.
way. I love the
Alright,
way. Yeah.
so- Well, they have it. It's the same thing as like these cameras or stuff. You got booms, right? So they land. So they don't get out of the the orbiter or whatever they call it back in. I can't exactly remember. But so they get out. They have to bring out the camera because everybody wants to see the first person getting out on the moon, right?
Yeah.
So they bring it out. They have
So
to lower
that was
the
with
ladder.
a boom or something.
Yeah, it's a boom camera on the pod, and that was all left. But the film or the feed come back.
So you sitting here telling me there was a boom on
Yeah.
the spaceship that made it from launch off all the way
Yeah.
through,
Yeah, it was a boom, just like anything.
Yeah.
and it wasn't affected.
No, why would it? If
All right.
it's
So
under heat
whenever
shield-
they come through, they come down and they landed on the moon. Would there not have those the spaceships put off so much, heat and burn underneath those engines. Why would there was nothing on the moon? There should have been some kind of print, something to show that that heat was there.
Well, okay, so like first they'll have to detach from the pad that they come in on when it come in. So most of that's run by either, I don't know what it was run by, but it's either hydraulic or something. It would not be the oxygen, or it would not be, any livable thing.
See, look at that picture. That's what I was talking about. How is he so illuminated? The sun. You know how far the sun is from the moon? He shouldn't have that much light.
All right. Well, let me ask you this: can you look up at the moon in the middle of the night and see it? Then now you're asking yourself, how can you be
How are you going to be
illuminated?
on the moon and get that lighting from the moon?
It's so easy.
He's not getting it from the actual moon itself. He's getting the light from above because he has shadows on the moon.
Do you see those cameras in front of them filming them right there? Like
I'll tell you
attached
another
to them
thing.
personally.
I'll tell you another thing, Craig. You talking about that? I seen some rover footage a couple days ago that you were talking about.
He went to the rover.
Not the river.
I went to the Challenger
rover.
missions.
And but I seen where they had footage of that rover. Right. If you look at recent images of anything to do with space, anything to do with the moon, most of all the footage that they took back in, and I would even say 1969, maybe even a little bit earlier, honestly kind of looks like better footage than we have now.
I believe that you probably would have better luck fishing in a pond because you're fishing for a bunch of false stuff.
Yeah. Well, maybe.
You might be.
But I also believe
But if there was physical proof of it, then that's my thing. Like if there was actual physical proof that they landed on the moon, all right. Your famous astronauts, Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin.
Right.
Why did they come back and get silenced? After they come back to Earth, if I was the first person to walk another planet or on the moon or whatever,
I think I'm a ticker tape parade.
I mean, I would be on podcasts. I'd be on interviews. Right. I'd, be answering questions. Okay. Why did they get silenced?
Okay, let's say you joined the CIA.
Let me take it a step further.
Can you just talk about everything you did today in work? Well, what'd you do today to work? Well, I had to assassinate the Venezuela president.
It'd be like an NDA.
You can't do that.
I get that.
You have to sign paperwork.
There would be, for sure. But Buzz Aldrin has also come out on many interviews and said, that it never happened. That it was all animation.
I have a uncle that has dementia right now.
So you're saying Buzz Aldrin has dementia?
Yeah, but, you know what I'm saying?
I doubt.
Let's quote Craig on that.
Does Buzz Aldrin have dementia?
Oh, Lord have mercy.
This video's going to get flagged.
That's probably not even true, right?
Yeah.
But the thing of it is, I think that it's kind of the way you want to look at it. And if you want to believe in it or not believe in it. Sometimes I think
it is.
Sometimes I think people believe in things and some people don't. Obviously, these people here. But but who's
right and who's wrong?
I don't know who's right or who's
wrong.
I could be completely wrong, but every argument you give me, I ain't seen nothing yet that's changed my mind. I ain't seen nothing. Made me scratch my head like, that's a good point.
All right, so
you talked about the shoes.
There's a little rover robot that they put on Mars.
Yeah,
there's a video of them zooming in on the video, and it shows a fly up there. So you're telling me they went to Mars already and found live animals, live insects?
Live animal. I don't know if they've seen live animals. I don't know what they've seen.
But there was a fly in the video. That much. Someone actually zoomed in on the video and pulled it up, and there was a fly.
I know that NASA
in the video
come to our company one time, and we had to make a short wire for them to be able to put on the first rover that was up there. It took us 1.5 years to make this wire, no longer than like 8, I think it was 8 inches, something like that, to connect it. Now, the first one, if you remember, it landed, when it went to Mars, it landed, I think it survived like 7 days, and
something happened to it. They lost footage.
It wasn't a very long time. I don't know the exact time, but it wasn't a very long time. And so they had to rebuild that, but they made modifications to it. But we had to go back and make that cable again for them. Now, that thing took 1 year for us to make for a piece this big.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's real because I've seen actual NASA people at my company.
Well, I mean, I know NASA's real. It's a real
Oh, yeah,
company.
man.
Yeah, I'm not saying that NASA's
Tons
not
and
real.
tons of money every year
Yep.
go to NASA. I mean,
Right.
I'm not saying
But,
NASA's fake.
you know,
That's real.
If we're talking about NASA, why did they?
Yeah, there ain't no doubt about that. I mean,
Why
that's
did they
where all that
start in the
money's going.
oceans? Why did they start in the oceans?
Oh,
And
no, why did they
this
not start in
planet?
oceans?
No. Why did they start in the oceans? They started exploring the oceans before they explored space.
Yeah.
You know, they went down before they went up.
Well,
So
there's
why did they quit exploring the oceans when 75+% of this Earth is ocean?
Well, it's more harder to get to the bottom of the ocean than it is in space. Simple.
You don't think there's anything down there that they saw?
Oh, I'm
anything
sure
like that?
there's stuff down there. You
I
never
don't-
seen.
Anything like I'm saying, anything that would stop them from trying to explore the ocean?
Oh God, you gonna tell me aliens or something's down there?
I'm not
Oh.
saying aliens. I don't know how much I believe in that. I mean, do you think there's just alien
You
spaceships?
think there's
out here?
aliens, Craig?
Yeah, I think there's. I'm not. Yeah, I believe there's.
Wow. What reasoning do you have behind?
Well, every star you look at in the sky is a sun. So at least if it has one planet around it. I mean, do you think you're the only one here?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I do. I
But
think
don't.
humans. I don't think there's any aliens.
You don't believe in that.
Mainly, no, I don't believe in aliens. I don't, and I
bet you believe in
truthfully-
Bigfoot though.
No,
Yeah,
I don't believe
I
in
almost
Bigfoot.
bet you $1
either.
million you believe in
I
Bigfoot.
don't believe in Bigfoot either.
That would be a good episode.
Oh.
Yeah, we'll
I
keep
believe
that
in
one in the
Bigfoot.
bag. We'll keep that one in the bag.
Yeah.
No, I don't though, man. I don't believe that there's aliens, and truthfully, because there's never been any type of proof of aliens,
No.
regardless on the moon landing. Regardless if you believe in that or not, they have tried to fool you, or they did.
Oh God.
No, dude, no
I think,
aliens.
I think
no
there's
alien has ever been-
extraterrestrial, but I don't think there's aliens.
I'm pretty
you know?
sure.
I don't think there's aliens flying through space in
I'm
a
pretty sure
Star
you-
Wars spaceship.
Oh, no,
I don't
it's not
believe in
like
that.
that.
Yeah, I don't believe in that at all.
That is Hollywood, but I'm pretty sure you
think a
believe
lot
in a
of it's
conspiracy theory against your parents somehow. There's
Against my parents?
Yeah, I think you got a conspiracy for everything.
No, I don't. I just do. And truthfully, Craig, a lot of these things that I do tell you, though, I know you make it out like we 100% believe this. A lot of the things that I say, man, they're not really mine. Like a lot of
Is
them
he
are
giving them to you?
when you look up online or you look anything up or you're scrolling through TikTok, all of them are just theories that are out there that some people
the
believe
key
in.
word there is
Not every
theory.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
and that's,
but
and that's what
anything
makes
could be
a
a-
conspiracy
anything could
theory
be a theory.
Is there's no proof behind it.
One of the biggest things we was taught in school, the Big Bang Theory, that's a theory as well.
Yeah, that didn't happen.
It's
That
in the
is- that
name.
is
I mean,
that's a theory because
there's a bunch of theories
that
about it. A lot of
definitely
things.
did not happen.
I mean, there's theories about the whole Charlie Kirk shooting. There's thousands of theories already.
There is. And same thing with JFK. There's theories about a lot of stuff like that probably never even happened.
I'm pretty sure you believe all of them.
No. But I do.
And there's a good portion of them I do believe.
I do not believe in the Big Bang Theory. I don't believe in that whatsoever. There is no evidence of that. Craig, have you really dug down deep into the Big Bang Theory?
No, I've not ever dug down as big. I have some.
Man,
Maybe
so
that's a good-
the definition of a Big Bang Theory.
Maybe
is that.
that's a good
Yeah,
episode.
I've been doing some big banging,
Yeah.
but I ain't never did.
Yeah. I don't. Do you want to save that for another episode?
Yeah, I'd say that.
let's say that.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you can save that one.
Yeah,
Because
man.
that's a whole episode within itself.
I was just told it was real, so I believed it.
No, the Big Bang Theory did not happen.
Okay, I know.
And that will be
we
one
never
of our
landed on the moon
next
either.
episodes.
And
I don't
Big-
think we did
and
really.
you got Bigfoot in a cage in your
but
backyard.
what's like I said, there's what's one
I would make a killing, dude.
what's just one
if I had
fact
a Bigfoot in my
Be
backyard?
rich.
I'd make a
that,
really
would- that would be nice. Yeah. What's one fact that just solidifies that they went and landed on the moon? Like what? I just don't. I haven't seen one my entire life. Besides what they've taught us in school physically, but how much is the school teaching us that's correct?
Well, nowadays, I can tell the education. They're not teaching y'all nothing.
But they teach you the main things, the Big Bang Theory, that we landed on the
Yeah.
moon, that,
They taught you
All
to go to
this-
different bathrooms.
it's
I
like
don't
they,
really
it's
know.
like they've written history
Well, they do
a
it all the
certain
time.
way. You know what I mean?
The winner of the war does the spoils, right? So if anybody who wins something, it's their story to tell. If you lose a story, you can't tell nothing, right? So if you win it, you control the history books, you control the stuff. That's the way it's worked for hundreds and hundreds and thousands of years,
I got you.
right? After the Big Bang Theory, when the dinosaur stuff down there.
That shit did not happen. That shit did not happen. Craig, the night when you go home, you look up the Big Bang Theory, and you'll call me and be like, "You son of a gun, that shit didn't happen." Because it did. Because it did.
Well, how did it form?
I just don't see that we came from nothing. Like, that's my thing. Like, if you look around at all the things that's around this world, trees, cars, I mean,
wood and
I
moon rock.
believe, in the words of Craig, I believe that you would mostly be ignorant to believe. In the words of Craig here, I believe that you would be ignorant to not believe. And I know that we have a certain religion. You have your own belief. Our technical producer over there, shout out to him. He really helps us out. He has his own belief. But you would be wild, I guess is a better word to say, to believe that some superior man or some superior individual did not create all of this. You would be wild to think that.
I think we just move on at this point.
Let's move on from that one.
That could get pretty deep.
Yeah. Well,
we might save that one for another episode.
The Big Bang Theory and the Earth's evolution and evolving over 13.8 billion years will be another episode. That will be 13.8 billion years.
I'll have to Google that one.
You can do.
So you really believe that they got people up in space, like on the International Space Station?
Yes.
You do, really?
Well, I do believe,
because I think a lot of
I know y'all
CGI
seen the videos,
or green screen, or you know.
I've seen some of that where I've seen all that, but now some of those stuff were, AIs or whatever. But I'm saying some of them might not be. I don't know that to be true, but I'm not really dug too deep into that. Some of them look fishy to me, so I mean they look a little sketch. You know what I mean? I'm like,
Which, I mean, we can talk just specifically about the landing itself, the moon landing. But, like I said, there's a lot of stuff. Like, all right, a big theory is the dust settling. I mean, what's that? Or a good way to look at it would be,
well, let's say something.
What about the footprints? I know, a lot of theories are that, Neil Armstrong had a different
No, they all had different boots. It's called an anti-static boot.
He all had different boots on from what the actual print looked like.
Tell the audience what is an anti-static
So like an anti-static boot is like a cover up over the boot, the pre-season boot you have on that he's sealed in. Now,
so you're saying that he had a suit on top of his suit?
No. He had a boot on it. And what that boot was is it kept bacteria and different stuff out of the module. That way, if you brought something in, you didn't bring that, whatever it may be, bacteria, whatever. They didn't know what they was getting into. But they would bring that back in to the capsule. You know what I mean? So you had to put a boot over a boot. I had to wear them for years like that. It's called an anti-boot. That's why they show the moon suit, you know what I mean, in the, the museum. You see one foot pattern on it, and then you don't see the existing pattern on it. The reason you don't see the existing pattern on it is that he had to put a moon boot over it, and he'd take those boots off and put it in a holding thing inside of it. That way you just didn't,
bring particles
and whatever.
I understand that. I mean, they don't want to contaminate anything.
Right,
I
exactly.
mean, I get that. Yeah.
That's why it's different foot patterns. If you look at the foot pattern like on the moon suit, it's got a different foot pattern than the one that you walk on the moon with.
So what is if the moon's made up, what is the moon made up of? Is it made up of just dust? I mean, because my question is with their, as they're walking around and stuff up on the moon, they leave these footprints and indentions in the moon. How you would have to, even down here with dirt, you would have to have some kind of water or something to compact.
Do you have a gravitational pull on Earth that keeps things down, like the way you keep your feet on the ground?
Well, that's what we've been taught. Yeah.
Okay.
That we have.
So up there's no gravitational pull, right?
Yeah.
So when you do things, gravity don't keep it up, right? So what you're saying is when you blast off, that it brings up particles and different stuff, right?
I got you.
Okay. So,
no. I was talking about the prints. You know, why
We
are
have
they sunk
gravity.
in?
The Earth don't have gravity. I mean, the moon don't have gravity, as in the sense that it don't have a, atmosphere or something to retain all that. So it doesn't like just go boom. If it does, it would just blow away
I got you.
like sand.
But yeah, so with the boot prints and stuff, I mean, I don't understand personally. I don't understand, for one, how when they stepped around on the moon, their imprint was still on the moon itself. How did it sink down like that? I mean, for one,
Well, you said it's dusty, right?
Well, that's another
yeah,
thing.
I mean,
For
I know,
two,
but-
you stated just a second ago.
Did you ever
that
walk on?
there's no-
Did you walk on the beach and your foot make an imprint?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
so what's the moon made of?
But you
now,
said
I don't
the
know
other day-
that. I don't know. I did know it one time, but I can't remember the whole chemical element.
I just
back
think
in
if
the
there is no gravity on the moon, like you said a while ago, that when you walked on the moon, if there was no gravity, what would make the dust go back to? Because what did you call? You said, I know you said the moon wasn't a planet, so what would you call the moon? Just a moon.
a moon.
Okay, so
A moon
so
is described as something that orbits another planet.
If
That's,
a moon,
I didn't make that up.
So if a moon doesn't have gravity, then how come when if you watch the videos and the footage of when they landed on the moon with them walking, there is dust that pops
comes up and goes
then
down,
it goes back down to the moon. So if it didn't have any gravity, kind of like what we talked about the other day, because we looked it up and it said the gravity was a sixth of what it was here. But if you didn't have any gravity, how would they even stand there? How would
But to
the
go
dust not
with
float
that
up?
question, how did they not jump higher than they jumped? If there's no gravity on the moon and there's gravity pull on Earth, they should have been jumping a little higher off the ground.
How heavy was the equipment they wore?
Well,
it
as a
said on
total, they
Earth.
were 60 pounds in Earth or on the moon. They
The
were
human
60
body
pounds.
was
And
60
on-
pounds,
and
not
no-
the equipment.
No, him
No, as a
altogether.
whole, yeah,
No,
with the
it was
equipment.
80. It was 80.
It
I
might have been
believe.
80, yeah.
But,
with
him
his
on
equipment,
Earth,
he was
360 pounds.
Is that equipment at all? I don't believe that.
That's equipment and all. He was 80 pounds.
That was the.
He was 80 pounds with his equipment and all. That's how he felt, was 80 pounds. But on Earth, he was 360 because it's a eight or a sixth
Yeah.
of
It
his
was
weight.
a sixth of our gravity here on the moon.
Yeah, so that means he should be jumping a little higher than a foot off the ground.
Well, he was 60 pounds.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know if he
I can be
was-
60 pounds and
I
jump
don't-
3
I don't
foot
agree
off.
with that. If they got all this equipment, it's approximately 200 pounds.
On the
That
moon.
was on Earth.
Yeah.
So, on the
suit
moon-
alone, without the
Oh.
backpack, weighs about 76 pounds.
No, look right there. It says on the moon, the same equipment still had the same mass, but the gravitational pull was only about 1/6 of the Earth's. This meant the total weight felt by the astronauts was
Only
about 60 pounds.
59 pounds.
Yeah, 60 pounds. So I was right from the get-go. So to be 60 pounds on the moon, I'm just saying, like, to be 60 pounds on the moon, they should have been jumping a little higher than just a foot.
No, I'll have to look into that. This meant the total weight felt about.
I just don't think that that's even scientifically right.
It made it a little bit easier if it's a suit. Maybe
But we can
Oh,
go
no, that's a
back.
good
We can go
question.
back to.
No,
We
that's
can
a
go
good
back
question.
to.
I'm cool with that.
You know, the dust. You know, why does the dust settle?
Yeah.
You know, why does it settle?
Well, why don't it just blow away?
Yeah. I mean,
That's
that's,
what-
a good
that's what
question.
I'm
That's a
saying,
good
yeah.
question.
If
Why
there's
don't it blow
no-
away?
There's no gravity on the moon, right?
Right.
So it should technically, right?
Yeah, just blow away.
But why does it not?
Why don't it?
But that's what I'm asking. That's what I'm trying to see. Like,
Right.
because that's one of the
Yeah.
big theories out there. You know what I mean? Like, there's a bunch of those theories around the moon landing itself.
There's all tons
Does.
of all kinds.
How many missions do you know how many missions they've went? Like there was the Apollo 11, Apollo 13.
No,
Apollo 15 was the one that
Apollo
landed.
1.
You only watch the ones they put on the TV channel.
I didn't watch them because
Yeah.
I wasn't born.
The first couple ones would
They
go,
haven't been back in since then.
The first ones would go out and test the orbit, and then the other ones would go out and test the thrusters and different stuff, and then finally they launched one to it,
Yeah.
and then so it
Which I know-
took them several times.
I know
to do it.
Apollo 1, unfortunately, I know it exploded.
There was a lot that A lot of them
it
had
exploded
on takeoff.
during a practice run, and I think it killed, three astronauts.
Three astronauts.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Though.
Have you ever heard of the? I'm sure you've heard the Challenger mission, right?
Yeah,
that blew up and it killed all the people.
Interesting. I watched that live in I think about the 8th grade on a flat screen TV in a classroom at Ball's
Elementary
school.
Craig, now you know they would move flat screens back around 1850. I mean, come on, Craig.
He was smoking a
You
cigarette.
was watching them 300-pound TV.
Yeah, watching a box TV.
He was on the damn plane.
We didn't have cigarettes in the 8th grade. We moved on.
Craig, y'all had damn vending machines that forked them out.
Yeah. You just stick my hand.
And you had a smoking
section.
section. You probably had a smoking section in the 8th grade.
I had a smoke
Yeah,
section.
they had a bench out back.
all
you
the way
walked
out to 10th grade at the high school I went to.
Wow.
Yeah, and then
No, really?
yeah, and then you took the. We'll get sidetracked again. But I took the. They took it out, and only the teachers could smoke. They smoked like 9,000 packs of cigarettes a day.
It's crazy.
I know, but
That's insane.
yeah, the
Lord.
Challenger mission I watched live in. I'm pretty sure it's 8th grade. What year did
Do you
it
think
say,
they
dude?
really got
Well, I
killed?
know because the teacher, she had blue eyes, and one blew this way and one blew that way. That was a running joke at the time.
Did y'all see? Speaking about
McCullough, I think her name was.
spaceships, you seen Falcon 9, didn't you? SpaceX Falcon 9, the rocket ship.
Is that the one that looked like it hit something?
Yeah, that hit something when it was going in.
I could tell you what it hit. Just saying.
Oh, yeah.
That would take us to another good topic there. But
yeah.
We're back in
that.
now
That
look,
will also be another topic.
Hollywood can't even make a movie times 2. Any movie that's duplicated in Hollywood. Now, do you think that they can make a reproduction of this so good that you would believe it? I mean, they can't even make an old movie now. China's done got all the movies.
I don't know, man. Some of them new Star Wars movies are very
very
detailed.
edgy. But
I mean,
it's not.
that takes me back to my point earlier. There was what's the can you look up the 2001 movie that was filmed in like 1968, 69, somewhere around there?
What do you call it? Bollywood over there.
Bollywood?
I think it's called Bollywood.
What does that mean?
I have no idea. I'm not from China.
Bollywood.
I think it's called Bollywood.
Is that the
Lord,
Chinese Hollywood?
Well, they bought into all the rights.
Yeah,
Space
a Space Odyssey.
Yeah.
This 1968 movie. So they had technology to film movies then that made it look real. What's to say they didn't film it that year or the next year, 1969?
All right.
That's
in
definitely a good point.
1963, they had a video camera that videoed John F. Kennedy getting assassinated. So they had the technology.
That's a good point.
No,
though.
I'm saying they had the technology.
Because I don't think that
Yeah.
it was who they said it was.
Oh, Lord have mercy. All right, well, no,
There's a lot of theories behind that
Which
too.
I
though.
can say,
That's
guys,
9 different routes
all
you
of
go down.
us, all three of us sitting here can agree that you definitely have to question some things that you're told.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you
we all
definitely
three
have
can
to-
actually
yeah.
agree too that they never went to space.
So do you think these rich millionaires that went up for whatever you want to call it, well, I don't know how long it was, 14, 15 seconds into space and come back down, do you think they went to space or you think they just...
You talking about Katy Perry and all them?
Yeah, you think they just flew a rocket?
I
went
think
up,
she
come
sold
down?
her soul to the devil a long time
Oh,
ago.
God.
So I don't
Look at
think.
me.
I mean, yeah, I think you can go up so far, but I don't think you can make it much farther after that.
Well, I do know.
How do you
Because
think?
like Dylan said,
So-
the Falcon X or whatever. I mean, it looked like it
Okay.
hit something in the sky.
Yeah.
Well, this
and
is a
then
good point.
went
But you know, there
a
is
different
different.
direction.
There's different layers in our atmosphere.
What's a
I
good-
mean, there's different layers.
It's a good point that
Yeah.
you brought up.
as far as
that
you go up in the sky,
think
because there was a sky jumper that jumped it.
Yeah.
He done the highest one,
Yeah,
and it
the-
was in
the
the
red
second
ball
guy.
layer.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was in the second layer of our.
But I'm saying once you get so far up,
You
I
don't think it does?
I don't think you're going to.
So how do you get daylight here?
I think you
The
would get
sun,
stopped.
So you don't think it travels, like the speed of light? Like what we was talking about that one time. So you don't
I don't think the Earth. No, I don't think.
I remember when I was talking about light years.
Yeah.
I don't think the Earth and everything rotates as fast as they say we do.
You think
in this
somebody
and-
just got a plug in up there and they plug it in, sun comes up? What do you think?
No, I didn't say all that either.
I
I
know,
mean,
but what
I
I'm
would
saying-
say that the sun and the moon could be real within the the firmament of what
The
I
vortex
believe.
Okay.
I don't. I mean, you know,
But there's a lot
Isaac,
of
what is
Poor Isaac. He
I
gets
just
beat
don't.
up.
What
What
is?
is-
I just don't
what is,
believe that there's actually
we were
a
talking about
universe
it.
and this Big Bang theory that there's multi universes out here and that we're just flying away at rapid speeds. I don't believe all that.
You know
Yeah. What
what's-
were we talking about? You was talking about what they hit. What is the outside of the Earth where you see where they break the? Is it the sound barrier? What is that?
No, that's
that they
the
hit.
That's Mach 1.
What is it that they hit that makes the That's
about
when
the
they
ozone
enter and
layer?
exit. That is like where they make it
Ozone
or
layer?
break it, as far as NASA says.
You got like a 33-degree angle or something. I can't remember what it is. 37, 33.
Because I don't know.
Oh my God!
But
look,
talking about the firmament,
people's
even
actually done scientific work.
even the creator of
Even
one
scientific work. Look at this. This is amazing.
of the
I don't know.
creators of NASA, Warner von Braun, actually has a Bible verse on his tombstone that
I'm pretty
states
sure
about the firmament.
I'm pretty sure he didn't. He was a bad German soldier.
I just
But
think that contradicts
I don't know,
his life.
because when you start talking about all that though, I do get a question for you though. I know you said about the firmament a while ago, and I know that's what you believe how the Earth is. You believe that there's a firmament over Earth.
I just believe the Bible more than I believe science.
So would that be? I don't know what they. You know what I'm talking about. Y'all seen it in movies and the way they've talked about it, where they go as they're leaving Earth. It's when they bust through that. It's a layer. I don't know what it's called though.
Pretty sure it's called those over there.
Could be, yeah.
That's what I was fixing to ask
Or
you
your
though.
atmosphere. Is that what
That's
you're
what I
talking
was fixing to ask you though.
about? There's a couple layers of it though. It could be with. I don't
Well,
know
there's a
which one you're talking
couple.
about.
There's the whole atmosphere. The whole atmosphere is got
look.
different levels.
Yeah.
But I don't. But anyway,
It's kind of where the one at the International Space Station floats around, and then the other ones don't.
I remember you saying that.
Okay.
I remember you saying that the International Space Stations are in lower orbit
There they are. Look.
than what the rest of it is.
Stratosphere. hemisphere,
So.
right.
Yeah, but I don't think either one of them is what they.
You don't think
bust
none of them
through.
exist?
Yeah, no. Oh wait,
Oh.
what? No,
Okay.
I ain't
I'm
saying
just
that at all.
making sure that you think space exists. Other than that, Elon Musk you wouldn't have a satellite feed right now.
But that takes me to my
or
next
do you
point.
think you think he
There,
just put
there
it
has
on a
been
light
proof.
pole?
There, somebody has actually come out and said that we shouldn't be able to see, because you said Elon Musk.
Mm-hmm.
We shouldn't be able to see the Starlink satellites from the naked eye, but we can actually. I've seen them. We were up in Troutman at.
Did you see
at
them?
D's.
Did you see them running across? You
Well,
see-
it was a straight line of
It
the
was.
satellites
So,
that just come
so the
across the sky
satellites-
all at the same speed.
So the satellites are in the exosphere.
So I was
which is
sitting
the
in the
last
hot tub
layer
at the
of the world-
house,
of the
and when
atmosphere.
the event happened up here in the mountains where the flood and everything went, I seen a whole strip of them. I'm talking about 20 of them.
Yeah, and just straight line.
Straight line.
Yeah,
And
the
they
same
flying
thing I
to the
seen.
mountains.
Same thing I seen in Troutman, but they have come out and said that we shouldn't be able to see those as far up as they are. We shouldn't be able to see those with our naked eye. So
Well,
how do we see those? I mean,
Okay,
that's
so they were rovers. I mean, not rovers, but what's the word? Oh Lord, the little drones. They were drones flying them, and they would set them down everywhere, periodically in different places to link up, because they didn't have no, satellite feed or anything like that. So they would go and they would strategically place them in different areas so that people could have 911 calls and different stuff like that.
yeah. No, I get that, but I'm saying
Well, you can see it because it was a rover, or a what do you call that? Damn, I'm getting me mad now.
I would help you, Craig. I don't.
it's not a rover.
Anyway, it's not a rover, but anyway, whatever. So they'd fly them. That's why you seen them. I'll think of
You
the
talking about
word.
drones?
Drones. Thank you.
Okay, yeah.
So they would fly the drones up toward the mountain. They would come back every day. They'd fly up, reposition, and then you see a string of them go. I'd sit in the hot tub and see them all the time.
So you're saying that was drones? That was that?
Yeah,
high?
no, the drones were flying it just like the one we have here.
Yeah,
The drones would fly them up, and they would land in strategic places so that the equipment operators and the police and different stuff like that would be able to communicate with each other.
Yeah, and I get that. No, I get that
Oh.
because we went to the mountains for a weekend and stuff when it happened to help out and stuff. But no, like what I seen that day up in Troutman was actually like physically looked like a line of stars. There were, I think they were higher than any drone would go.
I thought I seen
You know.
Bigfoot one time.
Hey, but
Well,
I'll
I
joke
mean,
aside. I
You didn't
do
see it.
have a
no
question
light's
for
gonna
you.
come
Though.
that far.
I do got a question though. So you was talking about how you believe in the firmament, and we're going to save a lot of that for another episode. But I do got a question. So when I was asking that a while ago, do you believe in the ozone layer? Like, do you believe that there is an ozone layer?
I believe that there's different layers before you get to the firmament. Yes.
I got you. So, I mean, as we've all been told, kind of like global warming and everything else.
I just believe that once you get so far.
Do you believe
you're
that there's a
gonna get
hole in
stopped.
it that's expanding like they tell us? I mean,
No.
It's
because
already
there is a hole in it.
Are you talking about in the
In
ozone
the ozone
layer?
layer? Yeah, in the ozone layer. There is a hole in it. Do you think that is still rapidly expanding like they say it is?
No.
What's the reasoning behind that, though? They're saying that the hole keeps expanding because of
Yeah, I'm guessing it was
carbon,
for all our green. What
Cow
was it called?
farts was the number
yeah.
one reason when I was in the 80s.
And then they
Good
said
Lord.
like
Yeah,
diesel
methane
cars.
But
gas.
and,
what is it? It's green gases. Isn't
Oh,
that
so-
what it is? It's green gases.
Yeah, it's what they call them is natural gases.
But that's all part of their climate control
Yeah,
and all that stuff. I mean, that goes.
Yeah, they're breaking the brakes off you on that one. You guys believe you drink green tea, it's like the best tea on planet Earth. Y'all drink smart water. You don't, it's like, y'all crazy.
What do you mean?
No, I'm just saying y'all believe anything that you see that tells you like green stuff. That stuff's not even remotely accurate at all.
So you're saying green tea is not green tea?
No, it's not green tea. Look at it. It's tan.
Yeah, but it's the
No,
type of
Craig-
tea leaf, though, Craig.
That took a whole nother turn. That took a whole nother turn.
No, but
I
I'm
was
just what I'm
asking
saying
him what his
is y'all
opinion
think
was
the
on
ozone
layer.
y'all think the ozone layer is not repairing itself, but it does repair itself. It does it all the time. What do you think happens when an asteroid comes through it?
Okay, so talking about asteroids.
Oh Lord.
Well, everybody keeps talking about this whole the
Oh,
3-eye atlas. What
I have
what
seen
is
a little bit
your
on
truthful? What is your opinion on the 3-eye atlas?
I'm
Because-
pretty sure we'll live right through it.
Okay, but there's a lot of theories out there that a certain percent of people believe that that's an alien mothership.
Oh God.
Okay, and then there's a
You don't believe in aliens, but now it's an alien mothership.
I said a certain amount of people. I didn't say myself.
Hey, but
Oh.
now with that being said, though, we and him have two different ideas about things as well.
Oh.
We agree on a lot about the moon, but me and Aaron do disagree on a lot of
No
things
way.
that has to do with
But see,
other theories. He believes in some theories that I don't believe in. Same way you do.
but they're
as well.
saying that 3-eye atlas is an
believe in
interstellar.
y'all.
That it's an interstellar object that's come in and it's 12 miles long.
Well, I thought you told me that there wasn't, any aliens or anything like that.
That's what I believe. I said there's a
Oh.
lot of people that are
Oh,
saying.
you're
that it
saying you
could
don't
be.
believe in it, but a lot of people are saying it.
Well, no, that's just a theory.
No, I'm saying that's a theory. That there's a lot of people. There's a theory that a lot of people are stating that it could be an alien mothership. That's why I'm asking. What do you think it is?
I think you're full of shit.
I didn't say
think it's-
that. I didn't
know-
say I believe it.
I just think
said
it's
that.
a rock floating
that-
around that broke off from something, and it's.
So you think there's a 12-mile long rock that's just coming towards Earth?
Yeah.
They said that by the time it circles around the sun and comes back to Earth, it should be around
I don't believe that.
I
could
think
be an
in
alien.
20
like
years-
before Thanksgiving,
I don't
like
think
middle
that
of
that could be an
November,
alien mothership.
that it could possibly hit the Earth.
So now are you telling me? Oh, good Lord. So,
But that's
all
what they're saying. That's what the news is saying. You can go on CNN and look at it, and that's what it says.
Oh yeah, I trust him a lot. Yeah.
And everybody knows,
Yeah.
audience, y'all should know that Craig watches CNN
Oh, yeah.
every morning.
And the History
that
Channel.
MSNBC is great. Yeah. I try to get up early to watch them. I'm so intrigued of
And-
the news that they have feeding around the world. Yeah.
What channel
yeah.
do you watch, Chris?
No, I'm not.
Is it the History Channel?
Yeah, I watch a lot of history and Discovery. I'm old, man, and sports. But why do y'all watch that stuff? But y'all drive me crazy. I love it. Y'all drive me crazy, funny crazy.
To
But it's
answer
not
that
mine. It's
question,
not
though,
mine.
I don't.
Like,
no,
that's
no,
not
I
my
get what
theories.
you're
I'm just saying
I
there's
get
a
what
lot
you're
of theories out
Yeah,
there.
I've seen that on a couple more podcasts where they were talking about.
If you're
about the
telling
3-eye
me,
Atlas.
if you telling me I'm going to be dead before Thanksgiving, I'm going to go clear out my 401k right now. I mean, I'm going to, Bud, you'll have the biggest party in life you ever seen. Yeah. You talking about paint a town red? I'll buy a town just to buy it, just to paint it red.
just to paint it red.
Yeah, just to say, yeah, I did that. Wow, because we're dying in 2 days apparently.
No,
Yeah.
I don't.
I didn't say all
believe
that,
I don't
though.
believe that though. I don't believe that was an alien mothership. But to be fair, I do get what you're saying about. What'd you say? 12 miles long.
They said that yes, like 12 miles long.
Man, that would be a massive rock, man. 12 miles long.
You remember
how far is it from here?
12
How far
inches.
is it from like here to?
12 miles.
12 miles long would be from
here to the Waffle
from
House
my
up the road.
house to my work, which actually, honest to God, takes me 12 minutes to get to.
Dang, so that would.
You can get 12 miles in 12 minutes.
Yeah.
Boy, you booking
Boy,
it.
you'd be going 85.
Let me give you an example.
Dang.
60 miles per minute, MPS, right? Miles per hour, right?
Yeah, but there's a
MPH.
lot of roads that you
MPH.
probably take.
MPH.
Oh, no.
You said miles per second. You said
I didn't-
MP.
no, I didn't. I
You
said
said
hours.
MPH. Yeah, you did. You said MPS.
All right, I might have fucked up. I don't think
I get what you're saying.
I don't
though.
think I did.
MPH. MPH.
I don't think I
That
said
would-
Yeah, no, I
MPH,
get
right.
that. I get that.
You thought I said something last time.
You said it.
I did go to high school.
Damn.
It was fucking years ago, but he went to high school.
But, you know,
Well,
cracks me up.
I think we've talked about. I think we've talked about enough about the moon. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I mean,
Because
we've kind of got our own opinions.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
mean, you know, Craig, no offense, but your way's not going to persuade me.
No, that's cool. That's fine. I don't mind.
And I don't think your way is going to persuade Craig. Craig.
Yeah, Quake. Yeah, I know.
Go
It's
ahead,
not gonna
Quake.
persuade
Yeah,
Quake.
No, Quake's not going to be changed.
so I did have another topic to talk about if y'all wanted to, and that was going to be about ghosts. You know, it is rolling around Halloween, so I figured maybe we could tell little ghost stories and kind of get in that Halloween mood, or I guess you could say.
Are you going back to the one for you last time? Or you got a new one?
When?
Well, the last time we talked about it. The one you last time. We discussed, me and you.
Oh, we could have. I don't know.
Hmm.
I don't know.
Well-
I don't know which one we discussed about, honestly.
Do you have any good ghost stories?
Yeah, I got a
Do you have any that actually hit like you? Like you was personally involved, or you've personally seen stuff or heard stuff? Or
I got one I seen, one I heard.
like so with
Yeah.
this topic, how's is there an afterlife, or is there what happens after you die, or what
I guess we'll find out at Thanksgiving.
when massive asteroid hits us
It's
and kills us all?
Well, I'll find out at Thanksgiving. Yeah, apparently, I got about a month to live here. So.
Hey guys,
Well,
we are going to
let's have that party.
Yeah, let's get on make the last
know.
podcast on
Okay.
planet Earth.
Yeah,
Craig,
I got the perfect place.
So why do ghost stories exist in every culture?
Well, it's a mythical thing too. A lot, it's haunting all Halloween. Everybody gonna do it. It's a satanic thing, and they would give religious holidays away and different stuff like that. But it was basically Halloween was really set up to spook all evils from your home. I don't know if you ever had a red
because
door.
I think
it's
when
like
we
a
talked about
Catholic
it last
thing.
time, that was the time period that they thought, end quote, that they thought that the wall between our world and the supernatural world was the thinnest.
So if you ever went to someone's home, they got a completely different color house and they have a red door. You ever seen churches that have red doors? It's generally a Catholic thing, but what it is they'll it's supposed to keep out the evil
Okay, like evil spirits,
spirits or whatever.
supernatural.
Right?
Yeah, the
So it was
supernatural,
kind of
whatever.
like a old history thing, and so they made a holiday from it, not necessarily a pagan holiday. They made a holiday from it where everyone would dress up like spirits and scare the spirits away. You know? And then it just went down generation. Now we just go around and hand out candy and spend, $19 billion for your kid to run around in a costume.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And, but
That's the truth.
so I have a couple, but how much money is that?
I do know that Halloween is a $1 billion industry in
Oh
itself.
God, I know.
Yeah, it's a
I would
multi-
It's
hate
a
it.
it's a $1 billion industry in itself.
Well, I'll tell you
4.1 billion.
Yeah.
Good.
It was $1 billion.
That's just in
industry
costumes.
itself. Yeah, 3.6 billion in candy, 3.9 billion in decorations, and
So you're looking at
half a
every
billion
bit
in
of
cards.
$12 billion industry.
Well, yeah, oh yeah, it's
2 years ago.
Yeah, it's very polarized now. And now what they done is they made the parents or the kid or the parents of the kids get more involved, and so everyone dresses up as a parent. So they have to go buy a costume. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh,
Before,
yeah.
the parent just, sent them on down the road. You went door to
Door
door,
to
got
door.
your candy. You come back home. What you got's what you got.
Yep.
What it is, what it is. Oh, no, now. No, the whole family dresses up.
And ghosts.
Right.
And ghosts. Yeah.
And stuff. But
So what do you think when people say they've seen ghosts or they heard ghosts or they've had these experiences or whatever? What do you truly think that is? What do you think people see or what do you think people hear? Or do you think it's supernatural? Do you think it's spirits?
I do believe it. I do believe in ghosts. But I do say that some people hear what they want to hear. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I get that because
you're just naturally spooked or whatever you want to call it.
Well, I mean, and that goes for if you have two people, that's both woken up in the middle of the night, 3 a.m.
Yeah.
One believes in ghosts and one don't. The one that believes in ghosts is going to think, hey, what I just heard was it could be a ghost. It could be supernatural. But the other person could be, that was just a limb that hit my window.
Or somebody, or there's an actual person. Yeah.
I think it's your outlook too in your head.
Well, Aaron, do you think that would be maybe cause from fear? Or do you think what do you think would really cause somebody to see something like that?
Well, I think you're allowed to, or I think if you do certain things, then such as rituals, stuff like that, anything demonic, you're given the ability for something to attach to you. So, if you're, like I said, doing rituals, all right, so such as like playing a Ouija board.
Yeah.
Most people say that
like that would be like a
don't ever do that because
entity or whatever.
You're allowing those spirits or, entities or, supernatural, whatever you want to call them.
Yeah.
You're allowing them to come in. You're giving them access to.
You're opening the door.
Communication.
Yeah,
or
like
to
you're pretty much
inviting them in.
Y'all come on in. Get your beer set down.
I think that's how right. That's how people see certain things.
Yeah.
Truthfully, I mean, I know some people personally that has done some rituals like that.
Yeah.
I believe that people.
You don't go dancing with the devil.
Yeah, like I said, I mean, I believe
He'll
that
play
people have demonic beings or entities or whatever you want to call it attached to them. And I believe that once you have them attached, and I'm not trying to take it all religious on us, but once you have those entities attached to you, the only way to get rid of those is from the power of the Lord.
Yeah, because science too. My only thing that I guess. Well, I wouldn't even really say my only thing. A lot of people out there too struggle to believe, especially if you've never seen ghosts or had any supernatural activity ever happen to you. A lot of that science doesn't really touch on that topic. You ever seen that? Like, you ever noticed that? Like, science never really touches on on ghosts or spirits or anything that's supernatural, kind of like that. Mm-hmm. Science doesn't ever. You never learn anything about that in school. You never learn. Nobody ever really. I mean, you hear about it on like podcasts, like we're doing right now, but nobody ever really.
And why do you think that
touches on that base?
Why do you think that?
I don't know. Really. I really don't. Do you think that Do you think that spirit? Well, I guess. Do you think that spirits and science mix? I guess ghosts. Do you think that supernatural mixes with science at all? I guess. I
don't think so. I don't.
What do you think, Greg?
All right. So you don't think they're like the Holy Ghost?
No. I'm not saying I don't.
No, what I'm saying is you think like.
No, I'm not saying I believe in ghosts. Okay. I mean, I think that's real.
I believe in ghosts.
If you look at the aspect from science, that's not even really been touched on.
Well, don't take this the wrong way, but
you talking about spirits, and as far as religion, a lot of religions, have a superior human that has, or not human, but a superior being created this. Science, on the other hand, goes back to the Big Bang Theory. So I just, science doesn't have anything to do with spirits. So I just wonder if, it's just kind of funny that science, anything to do with science, a lot of people believe in spirits and believe in things like that, but science doesn't touch any base on it. I guess as far as science is involved, spirits aren't real. Okay, ghosts aren't real. Right. Things like that aren't real. Like, as far as science, like if you research that, science doesn't touch base or have anything to do with spirits or anything like that. I just think that's kind of funny.
Well, they don't want to, because they would misprove a lot of things that was believed in the Bible. That would be.
So you're saying that
skewed.
So you're saying that a lot of it could be deception.
Yes, I think we might have to say this for another day, but there is a lot of things that is what you believe is not reality, but spirits I believe in. I think that sometimes people are saved.
Well, I'm not even exactly just talking about like
I know, but
our personal belief toward it.
No, I'm just talking about like
like
ghosts and spirits. I mean, when you talk about, ghost spirits and people say, I don't believe in ghosts. And then I ask them, the simple question, do you believe in the Holy Ghost? Like, yeah. And you're like, well, you believe in a ghost.
So you believe in some type of spirit.
Yeah, so you're just trying to argue a different point about it or a different direction to go around it. But if you believe in the Holy Ghost, then you do in fact believe in a ghost.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with that.
So
I agree with that.
It's kind of one of them deals. You can't talk out of both sides of your mouth. I mean, I think that people, there is things we can't explain.
You're exactly right.
There is things we can't explain. And don't think that I've never been driving down the road.
And there's things that we'll never understand.
No,
or never know the truth of.
We'll never know the answer.
The moon landing. But so,
which we all, just to clarify, we all believe that they never landed.
No, we don't.
On the moon.
But 2 out of 3.
2 out of 3, right. I got outvoted again. But it is some things that, you just,
3 out of 3.
Some of it you're just not used to.
All 3 of us.
So, sometimes you can't handle the truth. You know what I mean?
Like the moon?
Yeah, like that. Exactly. Exactly. But, there's are people that you can't, you're not going to believe nothing. They believe in everything, and it's just the way the world is, it's people and there's personalities, their upbringing, but you're not going to make them change their philosophy on things because you can't even show them evidence.
Yeah.
They're like, look, there's a bullet in this guy's head laying in the floor. No, he's going to get up and go to work tomorrow.
So if you believe in ghosts or you believe in entities or spirits or whatever you want to call it, what is your reasoning behind that? What do you have an experience? Do you have?
Well, I got 2 experiences. One of them, I had somebody talking to me in the middle of the night outside my bed.
And this wasn't a bad dream or nothing?
Nope. No, I was up. I mean, I wasn't up. I got woke up and opened up the doors and different things. Wasn't nobody around. The second one's I actually seen 2 or 3 people kind of dissipate in front of me. Kind of freaked me out.
Vanish.
Yeah, like 10 foot. But
you talk about trippy, man. That would really trip me out.
Yeah.
That'd be
you can ask my wife. I sleep up here a lot, and I went home that night. I mean, I'm out, done.
Yeah.
Dude, I cannot say that I blame you.
Especially be by yourself.
There's a couple of us that was playing cards and doing different things, having a good time. And then, everybody kind of left, and I was kind of just hanging out and, digressing and getting ready to go to bed. And I was like, man, I'm going to smoke a cigarette real quick, knock us out. And then when I went out there, I just seen it. And then I was like, it took my head by sideways a minute. And then, but yeah, I believe it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And, truthfully, if you do some research on some stuff, man, you will find all kinds of ghost stories.
There is so many that you can see. Now, a lot of them you can explain or what I'd call debunk. You know what I mean?
You can kind of
you can say, well, somebody could take a string and pull that cover off somebody. You wouldn't see it. Them, I don't, that's just junk to me. But, when a shadow figure comes by or you see something, you're like, I don't know how you can duplicate that. You know what I mean? I'm thinking, as soon as myself, I'm thinking, every time I'm watching it, I'm trying to debunk it. You know what I mean? So
like, how did they do this?
Yeah, you're like,
is this real or how did they do this?
I'll tell you something
like a magician.
That I can't explain is that a couple years back, I had actually stayed at Camp Lejeune with a buddy of mine, him and his wife, and we stayed with him down there,
There's a bunch down there.
Yeah. And we were upstairs in their guest bedroom. It was probably 3-4 o'clock in the morning, and we were woken up to the blinds absolutely beaten off of the wall. I mean, just beating off the window. I mean, it was coming completely off the wall. So I mean, in that same house.
You ready? Can I explain that real quick?
The fan wasn't on. The air wasn't on.
No. There was a guy that got deployed, and somebody was over banging his old lady.
So he was just beating the beating.
Yeah, I
beating
can explain
the,
that. That's normally how that works at Camp Lejeune.
Well,
So all right. So also in that same house, there was a rocking chair downstairs at the bottom of the steps that would creak and rock by itself. There was also a time where my ex, that's who I went down there with, and she had stayed there by herself in that house and was downstairs. Everybody had left, and then she heard a baby crying upstairs in the closet.
Oh, that freaked me out.
yeah, I wouldn't like that.
Nope.
And she thought
Out.
at that point that they had left their
Adios.
kid, there because she heard a baby crying. So she ran up there to look, and there was nothing there.
Oh, wow.
No, heck no, not this guy.
How do you explain that?
Yeah, absolutely. Well,
People
I
hear
guess that
stuff all the
kinda-
time. I mean, people see shadow figures. People
Yeah.
see,
Stuff
this
like
different
that.
stuff that's extraterrestrial.
Well, like I said,
how do you explain it?
I just think it's some things
You just want
you're not going to
Yeah.
explain. And then sometimes I think a couple of it's in your mind, a couple of it's reality, and the couple of it's just what you want to see. So you're having a bad day or you're doing this or whatever, you want to,
I got you.
imagine it, so to speak.
Yeah.
Well, I guess that kind of leads us or me to my next question too. If ghosts are real, do you think that their goal is to haunt us or scare us,
No.
or do you think they're trying to communicate with us, or do you think they're just here? Like, do you think that they're like souls in purgatory? What do you? Well,
Purgatory.
Aaron, you can go. What do you? Do you
Well,
think it's
y'all come
like
on with these big words
souls
all the
or
time.
in ghosts, or do you think that they're souls in purgatory that's like stuck here? Do you think that they're just
I could see a certain
souls
extent
of
to that.
beings?
Yeah, I could see a certain extent to it to be where they would be trapped,
Here.
like kind of in between this lifetime and another
and
lifetime.
what's after?
Yeah. Or life after death. They could be trapped here. I could see that for sure. Because to me, that's the only way that really would explain how are they here. You know what I mean? How can we see or hear? How are they in a different realm than we are? You know what I mean? Like, how are they in that third or fourth realm?
What do you?
I'm just saying, how are they out there in a different...
When I said purgatory, I just meant like that their soul is stuck here. Like, I don't exactly know what you believe, but kind of what we've been taught is when you pass away, your soul goes. Your body stays here, you die, but your soul doesn't die. Like there is something after.
No,
But
your
you
soul,
can take that
it's just
to
a
a-
body. It's just a body.
Yeah, so there is like
you could take
something
that to
after this
another
life.
extent, though, is, if that's the case, a lot of people say that when you die, you see a bright light. You see that light. Everybody goes through that same experience.
Well, why
So,
does everybody say that, though? I mean, they like flip a light switch on or something? I mean, what happens?
I'm not sure, to be
Or
honest
they
with
put
you.
like a dimmer light on it and make it go to it? What is
But
it?
even,
I don't understand.
everybody says that once you die, you see that light, no matter what. There's people that's actually died and
That's
came
true.
back that said the
Well,
same, testimony
like
that they
movie.
see
Y'all
that
remember
light.
that little movie? Or it wasn't a little movie, but y'all remember that movie about the girl who she fell down in the tree trunk? Remember she had
Yeah.
cancer and stuff.
Yep.
That girl said that she's seen the light. And she actually said that.
But
her
I
daddy
wonder-
was a preacher. Well, you know what I'm talking about, don't you? And she went. To heaven.
Nobody
She
in the
said she's
50s and
seen
60s said
Jesus
that,
and
though.
stuff.
Nobody even said that. They didn't say go to light. Nobody said that. That was just like, they put it on movies, like poltergeist movies and different things like that. to,
Well,
like,
see, and
simulate
that
you
kind of
died.
goes back into
Then
what you
everybody
believe.
started
in,
believing
speaking
it.
things into existence.
No, it's so like. Do you think that? I don't know you're either one of you guys, family beings, but let's hypothetically say my grandfather died. Do you think he's going to come back and haunt me, or do you think he's going to be a loving and caring person to try to guide me or, put me in the right direction or keep me safe? So every ghost can't be
Bad.
a bad ghost,
Bad.
right?
Yeah.
When that gets to my point of maybe they're stuck here, you know what I mean?
Well, they are stuck.
Like
Yeah.
maybe they're stuck in between
Well, you're
our
stuck
realm
in it too,
and then
yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
afterlife.
Stuck here too.
Right.
For now.
Stuck.
Yeah.
Sometimes
Absolutely.
you're neither good nor bad, but you're.
Dylan, do you have any ghost stories?
He got
Man,
ghosted
not
by a
really.
girl the
I
other
don't-
night.
I've never really had.
Ghosted.
She
Yeah,
didn't
my
text me.
girlfriend at home.
I never even knew what that meant for a while. So he said, "Man, I got ghosted," and I was like,
What the hell
I
does
said,
that mean?
"Man," I was like, "Oh, what happened?"
No, you know, man,
It's
I've
like,
never.
man, she never
Did
called
you
me
go
back.
towards the light?
Yeah,
I've never.
let's go to the light, bro.
I've never had nothing really happen to me as a person. Now, of course, I've been, me and you've experienced, your daughter.
Yeah, we
when
was
you
actually
were-
there together.
Yeah, when you were throwing the ball with her, and then you bonked it off her head being funny, and it rolled into the room, and she picked the ball up at the door. She just looked up and said thank you, and then come back in there like nothing had ever happened. And then when Aaron asked her who she was thanking, she said that man in there. Well, that automatically spoke to us because I was like, man, if there's a man in there, we got some issues. And when we went in there, he turned a light. There was nobody in there. There's nobody in there.
Now this,
But it was a dark room too.
Yeah, it was
that the ball
dark,
went
and
into.
so
And the ball
is
rolled
amazing.
back. I
yeah,
mean,
that
that's-
was the creepy thing. The ball rolled
was
back.
it an older house? It rolled back.
No. It wasn't really an older
new
house.
house?
Yeah, well, yeah.
I mean,
pretty much.
newer, yeah, I
Yeah,
mean,
newer. I mean,
2000s.
It was
Okay.
brand new, but
So you don't believe he went to the moon, but you believe some ghost is playing kickball with his daughter? Is that what you believe?
No.
Is that? What, I'm just saying this is all imaginary,
No.
right?
I mean, I hope not. I mean, I don't know.
No, but what I'm saying is, let's think about this seriously. You don't think we went to the moon with millions of dollars of equipment, but you think his daughter played kickball with a ghost? Yeah.
When you put it like that.
Yeah, I mean, okay, sure. I understand everything you're talking about
when you
now.
put it like that, I guess.
Hey, I'm going to have to get more drinks up here.
But I
buddy.
mean, what else?
Yeah, it's getting out of control.
But they say they do say that kids and
Yeah,
dogs
yeah.
and cats
I
and
agree-
stuff can,
I agree
can
with that.
sense.
But you're telling me you believe that people can just poof, there you go, right in
Yeah,
the wind?
yeah.
Oh, correct. And you don't believe a ghost could shoot a ball back to a kid?
No, you can't kick.
What the
You're
hell?
not physical.
So
You
you're
ain't got
telling
mass.
me that Greg.
But I do
come on.
believe that entities could move
equals MC
things.
squared. Come on.
I said entities.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Craig, what's the E stand for?
Energy,
What's the M and C stand for?
mass.
And what?
I don't know the C.
Oh boy!
Yeah.
Oh boy!
Energy
equals
mass.
MC
Hold on.
squared.
Energy makes energy mass. What is C squared?
E
That's a
equals
good
MC
question.
squared, Craig.
Energy mass. Energy mass. What is it? Energy mass. What is a C? God, what is that?
Energy
It's gotta be
mass and the
easy.
speed,
Speed
of
of
light.
light
Speed of
squared.
light. That's right. I knew. I was going to
Come
say
on,
speed.
Craig. Good
You
Lord.
didn't know that.
Well, guys,
You didn't learn that working at Hardee's.
you didn't learn that at Burger King. You're just
Hey,
mad
I
you
worked
ain't
at
got
Hardee's.
my biscuits. That's what you're mad about.
I worked at Hardee's when I was a kid.
So we went from the moon to
Beyond.
the beyond. Yeah, we went to extraterrestrial, kind of a little bit of afterlife. You know,
Yeah.
did we truthfully land on the moon?
Yeah. I
Whoever
don't think that
knows,
the world will
you
ever
know.
really know.
Yeah, whoever.
I don't think the world will ever
Most,
We
know.
give- I mean-
most scientists do.
Just to clarify again, all three of us do believe that there was no moon
There's no
landing.
Yeah,
clarification.
so that wraps today's episode. We all agree. Just to keep it. Go ahead and cut it. Cut.
So what's the
So-
next go around? What we got
So, I
to
mean,
think about?
I
What we
think
doing?
I think the next episode we're gonna do some Halloween you know,
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
You know, maybe a little bit of the Alcatraz Island.
Ooh,
Yeah,
I can
yeah.
do the Alcatraz. I can talk days on that.
Absolutely.
You know a lot about Alcatraz?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot.
Well, that'll be fun then, guys.
Do you think
Um,
the brothers did it? Do you think they lived through?
Oh,
it?
yeah,
I
know
think-
they did.
I think we should keep the rest of that for the next episode.
Yeah, it's gonna be a fun episode next
The
week. For
Anglin
sure.
Absolutely.
brothers.
Y'all,
Yeah, that's them, Brian Engler
Yeah, I
and
know all
whoever.
of that. Yeah, they live in Brazil.
It's gonna be a fun
Finished out
conversation.
their whole life.
Well, guys, if you do like what you hear and you want to hear more, y'all just tune in. Next week we're gonna drop another episode, so that'll be fun. And if you do like what you hear, like I said earlier, if you will go and subscribe to all of our social medias, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook, it is under The Truth Unplugged. Yeah, and y'all, like I said earlier too, if you want us to talk about a topic that you want, or you want to hear some different things, or if you want to hear more of what Craig has to say, whatever you guys want
No
to
one wants to
hear,
hear what
whatever
I
you guys
say.
want to hear, we will have our email attached to all of them social media platforms. And soon we are going to have more podcast platforms that we're going to release on. So y'all just tune in, and I hope y'all are excited about this like we are. I think this is going to be an interesting journey for
I think
all
it'd
of
be
us.
Yeah,
I
I
do.
think we're going to
Yeah.
learn a lot through it, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know, learn different perspectives.
Yeah.
You know.
Absolutely.
That's all it is. It's not really arguing. It's just talking about different points, and then sometimes you get enlightened.
Yeah.
And then sometimes like, oh, that's true. I can't explain that.
Exactly.
And then sometimes you just got to eat it.
And if y'all have any questions for us, like I said, you can leave it in the comments. You can email us, you know, that sort of thing. So, well, I think, guys, I
Well,
think
it's
that
been
wraps us up today.
It's been
That's
real.
right.
It's been raw.
Boosh.
It's been unplugged. Peace.
I
Craig, you're supposed to do it real.
You was
I didn't
supposed
know.